So, has anyone ever told you that you're too quiet? Well, today we're going to dig into why that quietness might just be your greatest strength. We're talking all about the power of the quiet observer. I want you to picture this for a second. You're in a room. Maybe there's a heated argument, just total chaos. Everyone else is reacting, panicking, but not you. You're completely still. Now, this isn't fear, and it's not indecision. It's something else entirely, and we're about to unpack exactly what that is. And this is where the big disconnect happens. From the outside, people might see you as cold or distant, maybe even a little intimidating. They see a void. But internally, oh man, your brain is firing on all cylinders, running at 1,000 miles per hour, processing all this information that most people, caught up in the noise, completely miss. Okay, so let's start by totally reframing what that stillness is all about. It's not a lack of emotion or a lack of engagement. It's a very, very specific and incredibly powerful mode of observation. This right here is the absolute core of it. While other people are busy performing their emotions, you're quietly scanning the room. You're absorbing the micro-expressions, the tiny shifts in the atmosphere, the hidden motives just simmering under the surface. That is an intense amount of cognitive work. So why does this even happen? Well, psychology and neuroscience tell us that for some people, the brain is simply wired differently. It's almost like you're running on a completely different operating system. And check this out. It comes down to brain chemistry. A lot of brains are wired for that quick dopamine hit, you know? They get rewarded by social buzz and fast reactions. But other brains, and maybe yours is one of them, run on acetylcholine. And that neurotransmitter actually rewards you for turning inward, for deep focus, for quiet reflection. Your brain literally finds more value inside your head than in all the noise outside. I absolutely love this quote. It just captures the richness of that inner world so perfectly. What looks like you're just sitting there doing nothing is actually a period of intense creativity and complex thought. It's a sign of depth, not disinterest. Now for the really cool part. Let's see how all of this builds into some incredible cognitive strengths. We're going to break down 3 distinct superpowers that really belong to the quiet observer. First one up, high perceptual sensitivity. And look, this is so much more than just being a good listener. This is a heightened state of awareness where your brain is constantly absorbing and cross-referencing an unbelievable amount of information from the world around you. I think this is the perfect way to describe it in our modern world. You're not just seeing a conversation. Your brain is taking mental screenshots of body language, of tone, of what's not being said, and it's filing it all away for later. And this isn't just some personality quirk. It has a deep evolutionary purpose. While everyone else is getting distracted by all the noise, your system is fine-tuned to detect threats. And that could be a physical predator, or it could be a really toxic social situation long before it becomes obvious to anyone else. Okay, superpower number 2 is what we can call mirror neuron saturation. Now, mirror neurons, those are the parts of our brain that let us feel empathy. For a quiet observer, though, these neurons can be completely supercharged. It can cause you to literally absorb the emotional states of the people around you. So if that first superpower was about taking screenshots, this one is about downloading the entire emotional file of the room. You feel the collective stress, the chaos, the tension, which, is a really good reason why you might go quiet in the first place. So I really want you to get this. Your silence is an incredibly intelligent self-preservation strategy. By not immediately reacting and adding your own noise to the chaos, you are actively protecting your own cognitive and emotional systems from a total, complete overload. And finally, our third superpower, strategic depth simulation. This is what's really happening when it looks like you're taking a long time to respond. Your brain isn't frozen, believe me, it is incredibly active. And this analogy is just perfect. While other people are making impulsive moves on the chessboard of life, you're simulating every possible outcome, maybe 10 moves ahead. So by the time you actually do speak or act, you've already explored all the potential failures and planned around them. Your move is precise, it's considered, and it is powerful. So let's just do a real quick recap of those 3 superpowers. You've got high perceptual sensitivity, that's your brain screenshotting everything. Then there's mirror neuron saturation, where you download the room's emotional data. And finally, strategic depth simulation, where you're playing mental chess 10 moves ahead. So let's bring all this together. What does this actually mean for you, the quiet observer, in your everyday life? How should you be thinking about this part of yourself? If you take away only one thing from this, let it be this right here. For way too long, you might have been told that your quietness is a weakness, something that you need to fix. It's not. It is a protective fortress, a place from which you can observe the world with incredible clarity and depth. You know, we live in a culture that's just obsessed with performance, with being the loudest voice in the room. But please, don't ever underestimate the power of your presence, your insight, your precision, your ability to truly see what's happening. That is a rare and valuable gift. So, I'll just leave you with this final question. The next time you find yourself in a chaotic room and you feel yourself becoming still, don't question it, embrace it, and just ask yourself, what am I seeing right now that everyone else is missing?